Hi, I'm Eric D'Amato.
And I guess I don't know. I'm gonna be House. I'm gonna be House. I'm House Ravenclaw today. I'm House Ravenclaw.
Slytherin, bitch.
We were talking about Harry Potter before.
Yeah.
I am the boy who lived. The Tanker Boy. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mindbreakers. The boy
who
lived. The
Come to
show.
die.
Kind of, actually, yeah. We're gonna be in for some stupid shit today.
We got episode 150 today.
Yay! It's been a long ride, hasn't it?
It has. It has.
It
has.
And now we finally have the 150 special.
Yeah.
What caliber is it? Is it 150?
I can't say what caliber it is, but it is 150 proof.
Oh.
You're gonna get very drunk.
Nice! Let's get fucking partied up.
Today we're doing another Terry Gilliam movie. This is from the weird madman who brought us Time Bandits.
Oh, wow!
Yeah.
Awesome!
We're doing The Adventures of Baron Munchausen.
Okay, cool.
From 1988.
Does it have a ton of dry, witty English humor that we all know and love?
I'm not sure, but it does have Robin Williams as King of the Moon.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Merrick, what the fuck did you just say to me?
Robin Williams is King of the Moon, and as you revealed to me when we went to see Avengers Endgame.
Oh my god!
It is not gay if it is on the moon.
Also, it is not dead.
Except Robin Williams, sadly.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
He's probably living out on the moon, just like fishing or something. He will forever be there. He is apparently king of the moon.
Though, in this, he appeared as Ray D. Tutto.
Mm-hmm.
That was his, instead of being Robin Williams, that's how he named himself in the...
He's gotta be rolling right now after fucking Will Smith put on the genie makeup.
Sting
is
in the movie.
Sting is in the movie.
Yeah.
Wrestler Sting?
No.
The artist, or formerly known as Sting?
Let's just see which Sting it is, because he plays
It's artist formerly known as Sting. I'm calling it right now. This is gonna be a weird one. Holy fuck shit.
Uma Thurman.
What?
In her first ever film role.
No way.
Yeah, way.
This?
Yeah.
This?
Apparently he was in The Emperor's New Groove as well.
Yeah, and he was also in Dune, Sting was.
Well, no, he wasn't. Yeah, he was in Dune.
Yeah.
But he wasn't technically in Moulin Rouge. I think it's just because Roxanne was in there, so they had to credit him.
Yeah. Jeez, where was Sting in Emperor's New Groove?
Music department.
Oh, of course.
Even though Tom Jones was a theme song guy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Right,
he
so
wrote 4 episodes of The Simpsons.
Really?
He wrote 4 episodes of The Simpsons. God damn.
Those are probably episodes almost no one remembers.
Dude, there are so many episodes that probably no one remembers all of them.
I probably wouldn't be able to guess which ones he wrote.
Hey, Jack Purvis is in here.
Cool.
He was in Time Bandits too.
Yay.
He was also in Brazil.
Okay.
And he was the Chief Ugnaught in Star Wars Episode 5. And he was also the
What the Ugnaught?
Yeah, those pigmen on
one of those.
No, not those pigmen. The little pigmen on
the pygmy
in
pigmen?
Sky City. Yeah, pygmy pigmen.
Pigmen?
He was also the Chief Jawa in Star Wars Episode 4. He's midget characters with a role of importance.
Yeah, he's the serious, he's bigger than Bert Schroyer. Yeah, bro. You can't.
And he's also Tebow in Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
I was hoping for him to be the chief of the midget of the Ewoks.
So we got some well-known names here.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
So
not just Robin Williams.
Well, we also have Eric Idle.
Yeah.
And Oliver Reed.
Got a couple others. It's gonna be
anyway, without further ado, The Adventures of Baron Munchausen.
Let's watch this.
But first, I'm going to tell you how I found out about this movie existing.
How?
When I was, I think, in grade 5 in elementary school, I went with my mom on March break to Quebec City.
Okay.
And
I've
there...
been there tons of times.
Been there once. It was snowy. I didn't like it.
School trips.
And one of the places as various landmarks, we also went to this kind of like old-fashioned toy store.
Uh-huh.
And she said I could get something, but had to be something I couldn't find in a normal toy store.
Oh, so you went for the full gaming experience.
So like Legos out, that stuff's
Yeah.
out. What I found that really interested me was it was a man in kind of like British soldier attire with a tricorn hat. It was a marionette.
All right.
Gripping onto a cannonball. And I was like, that's really cool. How much is that? The guy told me the price and asked me if I knew who it was. Okay. I said, no, I don't. It's like, that is Baron Munchausen. And yeah, then I found out there was a movie. Saw it.
Okay.
Here we are.
All right.
I still have this marionette somewhere. I had to take him down because I had him hanging up in my room, but he would like stare at me.
How much was he?
Can't remember. I think like $25.
Cool. That's a pretty reasonable price.
Yeah.
Guy was nice to give it to you for that.
But the thing is, I had to take him down because he'd stare at me. He'd swing and then like always stare directly at you.
Yeah, those kind of eyes.
I was fine with it. It freaked my girlfriend at the time out.
Yeah.
So I had to take it down and put it away.
Baron Munchausen scared the shit out of your ex-girlfriend.
Well, because he'd be staring at us when we were having sex, and it freaked her out.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think I'd be pretty turned on by Baron Munchausen staring at me during coitus.
Would you like to borrow him?
Maybe one day.
Okay, then. Anyway, let's watch the movie.
Yeah, let's do this.
From the director of Time Bandits and Brazil, a new movie full of noise. Flying objects.
Trust me, madam. Your underwear is in good hands. I'm back!
Seafood.
Hello.
Is there a doctor in the fish?
Celebrities.
I'm Baron Munchausen. That sounds nasty. Is it contagious?
Compassion.
The Sultan is going to cut off my head. And?
Travel.
Now you come back here and expect me to follow you to the ends of the earth? Yes. All right.
Honor.
Have you any famous last words?
Not yet.
Not yet. Is that famous?
Gravity.
We've been dropped through the center of the world to come out on the other side.
Bull. He was full of it. The Adventures of Baron Munchausen. A true story. We've got the film to prove it.
Before we actually review this, there's something we forgot to do.
Yeah.
The previous segment.
Yeah, that's right.
An account of Baron Munchausen's supposed travels and fantastical experiences with his band of misfits.
It's literally a sentence.
Yes.
And you just forgot to read it.
I forgot to read it before.
But yeah, you guys you can kind of already gather that from the trailer and from the description that we were throwing at it before.
I'll have y'all know, this movie makes no absolute sense, and I love it.
Fucking thing of sense.
And it's great.
It does not give a little shit. Not even a single fuck. It is such a wonderful movie in that way.
It does not care what you think. It does not
so
care.
Good.
If you've ever seen those weird ass Rankin Boss Christmas things,
it makes somehow less sense than that.
No, I mean specifically Little Drummer Boy. It's the black Morgan Freeman king who's just, it is not necessary that you understand.
It's ridiculously, it's just crazy, man. It is crazy pants, this movie.
And it's great. It's what happens in Deadpool's mind.
Kinda. Ish. If you were more civil though, if it was more like a very
a gentleman,
wispy, a lighthearted trip down the 18th century road.
Deadpool would like this movie.
Yeah, Pirate Deadpool especially would love this movie.
Captain Deadpool. Nah, just Deadpool.
Yes, but he definitely loves the ways that Captain the Baron is just all suave and cool and stuff, and has the powers to like just mass produce roses at a whim. It's pretty tight. Honestly,
It's what would happen
cool
if you had, say, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but as live action.
Oh no, there's a live action JoJo movie now.
Shush. No,
This is better. This is better than the live action JoJo film. This is pretty out there. Like we start out, just like straight up, just setting of like the Age of Reason, which
the late 18th century. The Age of Reason.
And it begins on a
Wednesday. That's important.
Particularly.
That's important that it's on a Wednesday.
Yes, very, very, very true that we have to be entirely precise with this. So, there's a bunch of dragon cannons.
Oh, cool. It got a comic adaptation.
Oh, nice. There's a bunch of comic, like a bunch of cannons. You fucking made me say comic bastard.
Thank you.
There's a bunch of cannons and they're blasting at the city.
Some are rhinos, some are lions, and some are alligators. Because...
Lions, tigers, and fucking bears.
Oh my.
Getting blasted at the town.
Yeah, it's disgusting. There's blood everywhere.
Yeah. We go into the actual city.
PETA's pissed and no one cares because they're vegetarians.
Yeah. Where the whole city is in tatters.
Yeah.
Hiding under fucking debris and like statues of horse heads. And
which is by the way, that statue where the head is down there, that's the statue of Baron Munchausen.
Yeah.
But we don't know that yet.
But it's kind of easy to tell, like, after a little bit into this, that, like, all of it's just kind of going to go full circle.
Yeah.
So, it's one of those movies.
And
everyone's does a good job of it.
Everyone's in pain. Everyone's suffering.
Yeah. It does a pretty good job of it, though. It wraps it all up in a nice little fashion.
But everyone's suffering, and they're putting on. There's a group of players putting on a play. And this play is The Adventures of Baron Munchausen.
Yeah, we see the little girl kind of looking at posters of it before, and I think she was writing on one of them.
Yeah, she was scratching out. It said "Salt and Son," and she was scratching out "son" and writing "daughter," and that is kind of important, but it's also a red herring.
Kind of a little.
It confused the fuck out of Geo.
Yeah,
but that's not that hard to do.
But I immediately jumped right back onto the boat though when I saw the fucking big ass, like, huge, like, really sick looking Grim Reaper statue.
Yeah.
Just come to life and just like screech at her. I was like, that's fucking awesome.
It didn't come to life.
It was just like the shadow of it looming over her.
But it's a really ornate statue that I don't know why they have.
It's cool. Like,
it's undoubtedly cool, but there's no reason for it to be there.
Hey,
it's not. It's
Age of Reason. We need to remember that death exists.
Yes, I know. Mori. Memento Mori. But they're also in the middle of a war, so maybe that might not be the most moralizing thing to have in your city.
Hey, the whole city could die tomorrow. Guess what? It's going to be right back there because you know what? The Baron is just going to go full round the ring row.
But we're forgetting something. Eric Idle's here.
Nah, that's it.
You know what that means?
What does that mean?
Always look on the bright side of life.
Oh man, him being in this was pretty good actually. Like I liked seeing him. Like he's always nice in like the comic relief sort of role, but this is way more than just that because like he actually plays like some good like
so like
some good like he has actual like story relevance kind of.
So they're putting on the play. We meet one of the film's villains, which is the leader.
Yeah,
and then
he's like some shady agency guy.
Yeah, he's government.
Yeah, he's like a G-Man before G-Man exists.
Even has the sunglasses.
Yeah. He's got T-shades on, and everybody knows that you will not be able to distinguish a man's identity when he is wearing T-shades.
Well, the thing people don't realize about him is he's Mr. X. Like, he was, through this whole movie, he was 10 seconds away from hulking out and smashing the Baron.
Strangely accurate, but at the same time, not at all.
He'd do his...
Mr. X just fucking flexes on everybody.
He'd do his slow, fast run. You know the one I mean. The run that's in slow motion, but is ungodly fast.
He has to catch the bus, but by damn, he's not going to be running for it. It's a crisp
So
walk.
we're not going to go, like, everything in this movie.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Especially because
it makes no goddamn sense.
Because we've reached the part where we're literally talking about the island of cheese and the sausage bushes.
But this is just a play.
It's still talking about the Isle of Cheese. Dude. The island of cheese is just basically saying the cheese aisle at your grocery store.
Yes. I will now...
predicting the future.
I will now call that the island of cheese.
It is the island of cheese. It is the cheese aisle. So,
Hey!
yeah, exactly. So, this is all being screamed at by a fake Baron Munchausen?
Well, it was screamed by a fake Baron Munchausen who's playing...
Yeah,
he's an actor.
Just a play actor, exactly.
And then the real Baron Munchausen comes in and is like, fuck you!
No, not right away. We get to that in a little bit. But we do get the main thing, which is Baron Munchausen's actor going, I will tell the truth and nothing but the truth.
That's a line in the play, though. So
but it still is
his
truth. It's his way. It's his ninja. It's his nindo. That's his ninja way. So
ninjas can't tell the truth, though. They're liars.
Yeah, we get like him just basically stomping on his ship, just trying to get it to go.
Oh, because the people who are supposed to be running it,
backstage was working on that, and we end up seeing like the little technical problems backstage, along with like a bunch of what was it, mermaids?
Yeah, women in mermaid costumes singing.
And they're going like, "Oh no, how would the Baron get out of this predicament?"
But
the
play,
we're
gonna have to rush through the play because it is in no way important.
Yeah,
it's just eaten by a whale goes into
we flash back to it sometimes too, though.
True, we go to Constantinople. Baron comes in. He's pissed off.
Yeah,
and he threatens everyone with a sword.
Right.
Almost kills the fake one. Cuts off his fake nose. And then tells what really happened in Constantinople. Where he came in, he was given some really good wine by the Sultan. And he's like, isn't that the best wine you ever had? He's like, nah. I've had better.
He's saying like, the Sultan really liked gambling and stuff, so like I ended up making him an offer or something.
If I can't find you better wine than this in 3 hours, you can cut off my head.
Yeah.
And then so Hassan comes in.
That's what we called him the whole movie. Because his name might as well be fucking Hassan.
He's this big stupid man in shorts and a turban with his eyes disturbingly sewed shut, and a big ass Final Fantasy sword.
Yeah.
And
his name is fucking Hassan, okay?
So the Baron sends off Berthold to super speed to get him some wine.
Yeah.
And then we also have a guy with super sight who's a great archer, who's a great gunman. He's a great shot. We have a big black man with absurd super strength.
It's fucking
and we have
Hawkeye. It's the Hulk.
And we have a tiny little midget.
Quicksilver.
We have a tiny little midget with super hearing who can blow. Who has like Superman super breath.
He has Star Platinum's fucking super breath. Cause Star Platinum has that shit also because he's got super strong lungs, so he can just blow shit down. Like he's he's the big bad wolf. And this midget has this power. They all have their fucking stand powers, but this midget has 2. He was shot by the arrow. It's fucking nuts.
And oddly, Baron Munchausen, he gets 1.
Yeah.
He makes roses out of hammer space.
Yeah.
That's his only power.
Thing. Yeah.
He's Tuxedo Mask.
That's his thing. You know, to each they have their degrees.
You see, he's the Batman.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have powers, but he's the best.
But he doesn't. Yeah, but he doesn't need them because he's still like super suave and super cool, and like he's the Jack Sparrow.
So they get the. They gets back the super speed. Berthold gets back the. After he wakes up from his nap, brings the wine back just in time.
Yeah.
The Sultan plays a piece of music with an organ that stabs people to make them scream and pokes them on the head with little hammers.
The torture organ. It's so good. He's just like, in the meantime, I shall bring in this special instrument. How about some entertainment? Just wheels in these these skinny ass.
I have composed an opera. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah.
No, he's like, no. Too bad.
He just starts plucking away at this organ, singing singing with some songs, and just every organ sound is just ow, ooh, ah, ah. It's pretty fucking great. It's almost like fucking Gruntilda from like fucking Banjo-Kazooie's.
And he brings
up to a fucking
but Super
organ.
Speedman brings back the wine, so it's like, okay, Baron, you win. You can have as much from my treasury as the strongest man can carry. Unfortunately for the Sultan.
Yeah. That means everything.
Everything, because that's how much the strongman can carry.
Yeah. Now, this motherfucker basically has Gringotts Bank at the beginning of this.
So the treasurer...
By the time they're done, it's gone.
The treasurer comes to the Sultan and it's like, Your Highness, he took everything.
Yeah.
And then the Sultan...
But he did give the
one
guy
gold coin.
1 gold coin.
So the Sultan,
so at least there's
he draws a sword and one slices his head off, but it just looks like he backhands his head off, and it's great.
Kinda. Upon first viewing,
and
maybe.
That's why there's this city, which I'm assuming is in Germany.
Yeah. Is
at war with the Turks because the Sultan hates Baron Munchausen.
Fuck the Turks.
Oh
the
no,
Greeks aren't exactly big on them either.
Oh no, he hates it though.
Oh yeah, most people don't like Turks anyways. Like it's kind of a common thing. Most cultures don't like them
because they try to conquer every other culture.
Yeah, exactly. They're like the Persians almost.
Yeah, basically the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's bad times, man. But the fucking oh my god, we get the Grim Reaper, I think, chasing down his soul.
Not yet. They're at the and then we cut back to the theater, and then they start getting shot, and then the Grim Reaper. Then the theater's destroyed, and the Grim Reaper comes down to steal Baron Munchausen's soul. Yeah. But the little girl scares him away. Sally, I think her name is Sally.
Yeah, it's Sally. She ends up throwing a candle at it, and he just fucking explodes.
Which is, I have to point out, the second exploding Grim Reaper we've had on this show.
We got 2 of them. And I'm glad it was right here on 150, man, because like hell yeah.
First was
waiting a while.
The first was on 6.
Yeah, it was creepies.
Spookies.
Spookies, right? Spookies.
So,
but
they
the thing just explodes.
He's like, you know what, guys? I'm gonna stop. So he's like, Baron Munchausen is angry, like, fuck off! I want to die. Just let me fucking die already.
Yeah, it's like, come on.
It's like, come on, you have to save the city.
Yeah.
Like,
and she's showing up with little wings and stuff behind her. She's looking all adorable.
You have to save the city. Fine, I'll save your stupid ass city.
The theater's fucked.
He builds.
It's just broken at this point.
A hot air balloon out of knickers.
Yeah, he ends up telling like everybody, "Oh yeah, I've got a plan to
ladies,
go back into it.
Give me your knickers.
Yeah,
take off your knickers.
Yeah, to stop the siege. You know."
A kid's movie.
This is after he flies around on a cannonball.
Yes.
Twice. And he sees the Angel of Death when he flies around on it too.
And the angel...
when you're doing something I'm fucked.
And the Angel of Death is like,
happen.
You are in restricted airspace. Please decrease altitude or we will shoot you down.
Take your landing gear down.
Pull over.
Turn off your engine.
They'll never take me alive, Copper. That's the idea.
He's just flying over, though. The Angel of Death is like, yeah!
God damn it! Get back
I'll
here!
I'll see you really soon, you fucker!
like in Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy when they visit the old folks' home. Mr. Wadsworth, how'd the operation go? It went well. We'll see.
We'll see. Billy and Mandy, man. Oh, fuck. This is a really cool looking death, though, also, man. The group
He looks so cool.
Sick.
He was my favorite thing in the movie when I was a little child.
Oh, yeah, he's great. Like,
the last time I watched this, before this time we watched this,
board.
the last time I watched this, I was in high school on one of my few high school sick days where I was just delusional with the fever, and this movie did not help. Because I was like, I know, I'm just going to veg out on the couch with, like, some water and watch a movie, but this was a mistake.
It's a fever dream. This whole fucking
So
thing
they
is
fly
a
off
fever dream.
on the ship. They fly to the moon.
Made of knickers.
They fly to the moon!
On a hot
They have to know bombard many things to build a new movie on the moon.
I call this the Dirty Tom balloon. And it's the Dirty Knickers balloon.
And on the ship, Baron Munchausen thinks he's going alone, and then he pours out a bag of ballast that I think is full of sand, and Sally pops up. It's like, God damn it!
His dog Aldous stops a bunch of guards so he can take off properly.
Aldous is the goodest boy.
Yes, he is. Along with his horse, because his horse is also
True.
Fucking awesome. But he just dumps a sack trying to get rid of some weight and throws the little girl overboard. I'm just like, he almost killed the little girl.
He didn't know.
But still, it's like you think oh, okay, yeah, she's probably hiding somewhere on here, you know? No, just let's get rid of this fucking sack. If you would have just dropped the sack,
she'd be dead. The movie would be over.
Yeah, exactly. Been fucked. But he ends up helping her up, and they talk about a bunch of things.
Then they go to the moon.
They get to the moon,
and then
they drop first into the water because there's a big storm.
Mm.
Then they sail off into the moon.
And on the moon,
after seeing a bunch of flat buildings or whatever,
they meet
the
floating head, the giant floating head of Robin Williams.
Yes.
Who's king of the moon, but has decided he is king of all creation.
Yes, he is
and
the
just
king
makes
of everything.
funny noises.
He doesn't just make funny noises. He talks like Italian also, I guess.
But he's making funny sounds.
Or something.
I'm a re de tutti.
Yeah.
Or you can call me a re.
Yeah, re tutto.
I am king of everything I think of, and everything that is, and if I don't know it, I create it. I've just created spring.
He's nuts. I love it.
It's great.
He's perfectly insane. Just the right amount of crazy just went into this.
As he
I was expecting him to be way more over the top.
He threatens them for a bit. Then the queen of the moon shows up, being chased by his body, who wants to have sex with her.
Yep.
And then the body grabs the head and forces it onto his neck. And King Robin Williams like, no, I won't go back. I hate you.
I will not go to second level.
I will not. Oh, God damn it.
Well, technically, he's on second level. He does not want to regress to first level.
And he's just...
But he ends up getting
and once they're fused together, he just starts shoving mangoes in his face.
Yeah, he's just like, mangiare before bacio. He's like trying to kiss his wife and everything. He's like,
can't do that without a mouth. And then the Queen of the Moon wants to fuck the Baron.
Yeah, because they've met before, apparently.
Yeah, and that's why the king hates
Technically, everybody in this movie has met before.
And wants to fuck the Baron.
Yeah, exactly, because it's got the circular logic going.
He's like Wolverine. Every man he's ever met wants to kill him. Every woman he's ever met wants to fuck him.
But if you think about it in a circular kind of logic sense, it makes sense that everybody wants to kill them because he's killed them before.
Yeah.
So, in this case, it's kind of the same thing. Like, the Baron wants to kind of like be with her because she's wanted to be with him before.
Yeah.
So yeah, this kind of happens twice, but we'll get to the second part after.
And so the king locks him in a bird cage, and inside the bird cage they meet old man Eric Idle.
First they were in like some display case, and then they ended up getting thrown inside this the bird cage. And he's just like, enjoy your time with your weird like bird friend or whatever, ha ha ha. And then he ends up going to like mess around with his wife.
And so they're trying to convince Eric Idle. They're trying to convince Eric Idle he's Eric Idle, and he thinks he's a criminal because he's in jail. So logically, he must be.
Yeah, he's like, I'm a real bad criminal.
How can you tell? Well, I'm in prison.
Yes. And I've been here for a very, very long time. I don't remember why I'm here.
And so the queen comes to save them.
Yeah.
And the king...
Her head
comes to save them.
Well,
her body's busy with the king.
Yes.
And she's making weird noises.
Yeah, she's making super orgasmic sounds.
At one point, the head says, "I have no time for flatulence and orgasms."
Yeah, that's before he goes on his body. It's true. It was fucking great. It was one of the best lines of this whole movie. I'm just like, caught me completely off guard because I'm like, wait a second, isn't this supposed to be a fucking kids movie?
It's a British kids movie.
Yeah, that's true. So like, yeah, they need something for the adults. This is a very this is teen. This is teens. This is teen movie.
This is going to cause the children to ask their parents very odd questions.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Mommy, what's an orgasm?
Mommy, why is the queen making all those faces? Well, you see, it's because...
the answer they give in this movie is she's...
was tickling her feet.
And that appears to be true.
So the first time when the parent says it, it's tickling her feet. High air quotes.
So they fly away on the queen's head...
And she says she wants to go back to Earth with him.
But he says, no, I need all of you.
You gotta turn down the bitches, man. You gotta turn them down.
He takes a lock of her hair, which they used to make a rope. The king finds out that her head's not there. At first thinks it's because it was too rough, then realizes it's the Baron.
Yeah.
Then
he's like, you're a pillow biter, huh? I see now.
A gigantic, robotic vulture with 3 heads that he rides into battle while wielding an asparagus spear. And he's like, you can eat the prisoner, you can eat the Baron, and you can have the little girl, because you're my favorite.
I love it. I love him.
And because this creature is an idiot, when they split off, the heads all split off too, and you rip it apart.
It's basically fucking King Ghidorah, except just ripped into 3 shreds, and the parts on the rightmost side and the leftmost side just have the wings, and they just split off their own directions.
And the king's on the center, and he's on the thing, and he crashes and dies, and the head flies off like, I am free! The body is dead! I win! Oh
and
no!
He's like, I am omnipotent!
I have an itch!
Wait, I have an itch! Oh no! And he sneezes, he flies off into space.
And then we're done.
That's the last we see of him.
And then they try to climb down the moon using a rope made of the queen's hair.
He does say a kind of a funny line though. He says I'm throwing you into Baron Brochette. He's chasing you down with a fucking spear trying to
of asparagus.
Yes. So nuts. Was he seriously expecting he was gonna impale the fucker with this?
Yes.
Okay. Granted, in this movie, with this kind of logic, yes, it would happen.
And they're climbing down. They don't have enough rope to get to Earth, obviously. So the Baron, So the Baron cuts some, gives him some more rope. Tie this to the end. Where'd you get that? I cut it from the top. Ah, what?
Yeah.
And then they fall into a volcano.
I got some more. It's like, oh yeah, where'd you get that from? From the other part. Wait, what? And they drop into Hephaestus world.
Into Hephaestus' volcano.
Yeah.
And then they meet...
it's basically Hephaestus' weapon world.
And it's great. He talks about nuclear weapons.
Yeah. He's literally saying, I've created a weapon that I literally just press the button and it destroys all my enemies. But not just all my enemies. All of their goats, all of their children, all of their buildings, all of their families. They just get destroyed when I just press one little button. And after he describes this, he goes, oh, little girl, also Baron, would you guys like some tea? And then from this burning hellscape with just the fucking the bellowing smoke of Isengard coming out from the fucking ground, they go into this tiny little tea area that's just got fucking beautiful fucking stained glass windows and just like artwork all over the place.
We meet Super Strengthman.
Yeah.
And
'Cause
then
he's over there for some reason.
and then and he wants to be dainty now.
Yeah, because he likes being shown off to everybody else, being called small, being called a tiny bro. He likes that.
Apparently, the Cyclops were briefly on strike.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Right at the beginning when he was throwing flaming rocks at them.
Good to know. Then I hope they got the rights they were looking for.
I hope not.
Why not?
Because I hate them.
The Cyclops have feelings too, bro.
And
like in Krull. Speaking of Krull, I want to actually describe something because I watched Krull recently, and I thought for sure that David Butler from that, or David Botley or whatever his name
was Eric Idle.
was Eric Idle, because they look exactly the same and they sound the fucking same too. And I was like, I heard this guy's voice recently. Like I know he's from Monty Python and everything, but I'm like, I saw him in something recently. But it turns out it wasn't. I got the two actors confused. Because they look the same. They are identical. It's ridiculous. Like, it was driving me nuts for, like, most of the movie. And I wasn't sure if I was just crazy or if, like, it was actually the same person. Which, honestly, it could have been. It was very close. I was very close, though.
Oh, how adorable, IRS. Canadian Revenue Agency. How adorable.
Oh, are they trying to get something from me?
Well, no, it's people pretending to be them trying to get my debit information.
Oh,
like, hey, you didn't, your refund's available. You could, it's 520 Canadian dollars. It's like, one, I claimed my refund. Two, it was a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Fucking assholes.
And three, I'm not giving you my information, so you could just, like, send me stupidities.
Oh, I'm sorry, your completely legitimate email ended up in my junk folder.
Wow, surprise on that one, huh?
A moment that almost broke Geo happened. Angels pull a clam out of the water.
Oh, yeah!
And Geo was like, that's fucking Venus.
I'm like, okay. I closed my book right here. I'm like, if this is fucking Venus de Milo coming out of the clam right here, I'm walking away. Like, I'm just walking away from the fucking movie right now, because I can't handle this shit right now.
And of course it was Venus de Milo.
Yeah, but not only is it that, it's fucking Uma Thurman.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, I'm not going to deny Uma has a banging bod, and she was gorgeous back in the day, especially considering this is her first movie. But, like, my God, man, you're showing Uma Thurman just, like, coming out of a clam, just as Venus de Milo out of nowhere, with literally zero setup, aside from this is Hephaestus.
Name one thing.
Also, meet her wife.
Meet
his wife, yeah.
Name one thing in this movie that makes sense, Gio.
Exactly,
you can't, because it's fucking Baron Munchausen. Leave your logic at the door. He is an enemy of reason. Don't forget it.
Hey.
He hates it, though.
Hey. Knicker balloon makes sense, okay? Because he's been working his whole life stealing them girls' knickers just so he can make that balloon, okay?
So
that makes so much sense.
The Baron dances with Venus, which pisses off Hephaestus. So Hephaestus throws everyone into the sea.
Oh yeah, after this big dance sequence, and like the little girl Sally ends up snitching on him.
The Baron's kissing your wife.
Kissing your wife, and he's like, what? I mean, what?
Steam comes out of his ears.
Yeah. Before this, he ends up showing them to the ballroom because, like, she ends up asking the Baron to dance, and when he finally, when he just, shows off the ballroom, Hephaestus is so pissed. He's just like, oh, you like the ballroom, don't you? We just had it finished the other day!
On MGH!
It's so good. It's fucking great.
The ballroom is on MGH.
100 ballrooms.
On MGH. Dead.
With shining teeth.
So, after being thrown in the sea, they get eaten by a giant fish.
Yeah. And
find the midget and the blind and the super sight man, who's now a blind man, playing poker with death.
Yeah, they're all playing a bunch of games of poker with just fucking the Grim Reaper.
They're all like, we're dead, and Baron's like, fucking finally.
I love how Deadpool he is in this movie, though. Just let me fucking die, my dude. Just I'm fucking finished. But no, they keep trucking a little bit because the little girl kind of pushes him to keep going.
And they blow up.
And the horse shows up.
Yep, he crashes through the wall.
I don't know how the fuck the horse got into the fish. But okay.
And then they finally get back to the Turkish battlefield. But oh no, they're all old now and they can't do things.
But apparently they can because they end up doing their thing after.
Well, they just had to believe. That's like Parappa the Rapper.
Yes. But, like, before they were just like so tired and so fucking out of it because of everything
So
that
the
fucking
Baron's
happened.
like, you know what?
He was trying to make a plan, though.
And the Baron, and they were like, no. Baron's like, you know what? Fuck it. I promise I'd end this war. I'm gonna give myself up to the Sultan.
Yeah, you guys aren't helping me out. Fuck it, I'm gonna go right up to him.
And then the elected official and the Sultan, the G-Man and the Sultan are talking about who should surrender today because you should surrender today. Why not? Why don't you surrender today? I surrendered last time. It's not fair. It's your turn. It's like, oh, okay.
But he's right. He's right.
Yeah. And the Baron comes in. It's like, you can cut off my head now.
Yeah.
So Hassan comes in.
Oh, Hassan! He's done sharpening his blade. He's like, I've been waiting for fucking weeks.
And then a battle we cannot possibly hope to describe happens.
Yeah. It's a lot of crazy shit happens.
The blade gets shot off.
Yeah.
Because there are two kinds of men in this world. Men with loaded guns and men who get their blades shot in half.
You get shot in half, I guess?
Yeah.
I don't know. But like, okay, a bunch of crazy shit happens. Like, a rifle goes off and it's about to hit the Baron, and Speedy Gonzales ends up running down.
He
down
catches
to the
a bullet.
Well, he doesn't catch the bullet. He tries to grab it with his hand and it burns his hand.
He deflects it through a piece of a vambrace.
Yeah, he grabs a gauntlet or something, curves it through.
And then shoots the sniper.
Uh-huh.
And then they're blowing elephants around. And they're juggling ships.
Yeah.
And they just kind of win.
I forget what Strong. Oh yeah, Strong Guy grabs the fucking anchors from the river, like from the ocean, and just drags them up to shore with the boats attached, and it starts swinging the boats around, and it whips them onto the battlefield, killing probably
everyone.
300 guys. Just the entire 300 army is just killed in that one.
So
swing.
they save this, and then
that was 100.
They
guys
save
per
the
boat.
city. They're going on a big parade until G-Man, who is hiding behind the Statue of Death, shoots the Baron through the heart.
Yeah.
And then the statue comes alive.
I'm a vicious bird of prey.
and then the Flappy Reaper comes down, and then they're burying the Baron.
Yeah.
And that was one of many times I died.
Yeah, he's just back on stage.
I highly recommend it.
Yeah. It's like, in other news, and then the guy ends up coming in, the bad guy. He's just like,
you're all under arrest for telling lies and stories and yada yada yada. We're in a time of war. Open the gates.
The enemies are right at the gates.
Open the gates.
Open the fucking gates then. Bring them on.
So they go to the gate. They V for Vendetta over the armed soldiers. Open the gate, and the army's already dead. And the Baron rides off into the sunset.
Gives 2 flowers to
one to Uma Thurman,
and Sally,
who's there again.
Yeah,
and a bigger flower to Sally.
Yeah, and then he just rides off with his horse and his good boy behind him, and that's the end of the movie.
And what did you think?
Or technically the beginning of the movie. I don't know
what
which.
What did you think of the adventures of Baron Munchausen?
This is good. I like this. This is a fun time. But honestly, if I was a kid watching this, I probably wouldn't have understood everything that was going on.
I didn't understand everything that was going on when I first watched it.
Yeah, but it was a really good time at the very least. And honestly, I'm glad I waited for this long to actually watch this, because I don't know if I would have been able to find this on my own. This is cool. I'm glad we got to this. This is fucking dope. Just everything, just the whole style of this and everything, I really enjoyed. especially in the beginning when like things were a bit more dark and gloomy and stuff. Like it was a bit more realistic.
And one of the
that,
coolest Grim Reapers.
Yeah. But like I was really feeling the mood and everything. It was very like beginning of Berserk. Like it was just like, oh, ye olde town that's like just under siege, you know?
I'm gonna give this movie.
What's gonna happen?
Gonna give this movie.
Oh, I want to tell. About two more things.
Okay, cool.
Two little things.
Go
here.
for it. Kick their ass.
Before we finally just close it off. The little girl was talking about maybe having a brother, which I thought was going to allude to something later on, but it didn't turn out into anything.
And she was just angry about the sign saying "and sons."
Yeah, because she's not his son; she's his daughter. And also, there was the part in the play afterwards when the real Baron comes in.
Yeah.
And, like, everybody's freaking out because he's just, like, he's outraged.
And he's swinging a sword around.
Yeah. And, like, there's a guy in the back with, like, fake eyes. Like,
just Beaker.
Yeah, he looks like Beaker. And I'm like, oh no, even Beaker's scared. Fucking, oh no. Fucking Speedwagon is even scared.
I give this...
Oh, man.
I'm going to give this a full 10 out of 10 Grim Reapers.
Yeah. I give this the sneezing fish out of tickling her feet and floating around the ballroom recently established and the island of cheese.
It's time for a sad announcement, guys.
Yeah, it was not entirely sad.
Mindbreakers
kind of good, kind of bad.
Is over.
Well, for now.
For now. We will be back. It's just I don't think we've missed an episode in like 4 years.
Yeah, but it's been 150 consecutive episodes that we've just
more.
Yeah,
because we don't count the Christmas and Halloween specials
true.
or birthday specials in the.
It's been like 200 episodes then if we can consider all of those, maybe more.
We might. We're taking about 2 months off. We're going to be back in September.
A couple of months. Just to get our bearings. Mainly for me, honestly, it was kind of my
you can get
idea.
Get your channels up and running.
Yeah, I have been recording stuff already, but with these next couple of months, I'm basically going to be using that on work, and more work.
There might be a birthday. We might have a birthday special for Gio. On the channel.
Because my birthday's coming up like next month, as of recording.
But we will be back in September, and we will have more content for you.
Yes, that is for sure. Especially on my channel, I'm going to have way more things coming at you. Episode 5 was just the beginning. And I'll be working on, hopefully, my own movie review stuff also. Comic book reviews and stuff.
Also, it's just Mindbreakers that's going on hiatus?
Yeah, just for a little bit.
Let's Plays are still going to be going.
Yeah. Nelson might come back.
Yeah, he might be coming back with 151, ideally.
I was discussing this with him. He said he might want to tag out with me. So he might come by for a couple episodes. And before I take back the mantle.
Might happen.
For my spot. But for now, Nelson can have that number 1 spot. I'm looking at you, my boy. Come on down. But yeah, it's been really fun though. Like
part of the reason
consecutive work.
Part of the reason we need a break is we have it's hard with the deadline because it's an episode a week.
Yeah.
And unlike Let's Plays, which I can just I can if I just buckle down to it, I can do a Let's Play in a weekend.
Yeah,
and just send it to edit.
On my part, it actually, surprisingly, guys, money just doesn't fall off of trees for me to get over here. So I need to actually work on just making some money so I can actually transport my ass around.
Yeah.
And also save up some money for some things that I want to do. So,
and it's also...
Enjoying the summer's also up there.
We're probably going to watch some movies over the summer.
Yeah.
But
definitely. I'm going to definitely come by for a couple of movies here and there.
And we are
no pressure.
Yeah,
we're
going to keep recording, but it's ideally if we don't have don't have to have one a week. So for those of you wondering exactly when we're coming back,
2 months, so like September.
The 6th of September, we're going to be back.
All right, nice. It's a good time to jump right back into this.
I was going to jump back in October, but I don't think we should jump back right in with Halloween.
Yeah, it's no, we gotta get a couple of things in there before that. Because there's still a couple of things on the wheel I want to do.
And so. I got Comic-Con I want to go to.
Yeah, that's right. We all have stuff we gotta jump onto. We have
and if this boy here ends up going to Comic-Con with me, we're gonna have footage of us at Comic-Con.
Yeah, maybe even a podcast. Maybe we'll get a podcast in there also. Even if I don't go to Comic-Con, I can still show up outside the Comic-Con area, and we can do a podcast from over there.
In costume.
Yeah. I'll show up for costume just for the podcast.
Mini-Matt's probably going to be there.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I still have to have him come in for an episode of the podcast.
Yes.
It's going to be awesome.
Your 4 months since last episode podcast.
Yeah, but we're working on getting some updates for that also. I've got a lot of topics because a lot of stuff's been going on in the news. I want back into the show. Yes, and you will. I got to get a couple of episodes in before I can have you jump right back also, though.
And a few closing messages.
Yes.
Nelson, tab back in. Stop looking at porn is the first one.
Also, Ash, move your teacup.
Yeah, move your fucking teacup, Ash.
Away from your porn that you have also opened up on your desktop. And stop crying also, because it's not the end of Mindbreakers.
We will be back.
I said stop it. Very good girl.
Stop crying, I'm going to give you something to cry about.
Aww.
I'm just joking.
I will in the meantime be watching you all from the sausage bushes. And
on the Island of Cheese!
From the Isle of Cheese!
This is probably a good one to start our hiatus on.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. And we're probably going to come back with something even more fitting, possibly.
And I also have a new show in the works that might have an episode coming out.
What's that?
It's in the works. I can't tell you.
Oh,
it's secret.
Okay. Incognite.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Incognite.
Incognitive. Like my ability to understand this fucking movie.
Incognitive dissonance.
Yes.
That sounds like it should be like an ability.
Pseudo-incognitive dissonance. But this movie was entire incognitive dissonance.
Hopefully something you can look forward to on this guy's channel in the coming months is he has all of my Cosmic Ghost Riders.
Yes, that's
and I want them back, so we got to review them so I can have my books back.
Yeah.
Also, hopefully some reviews of... I'm sorry, I'm hijacking your show to do this, Gio. I'm hijacking your show.
All right.
Hopefully to do some of my favorite Ghost Rider stories ever. Mainly my favorite Ghost Rider story ever and sequel, Hearts of Darkness.
Yeah, we can throw that in there because I actually enjoyed that story quite a bit. So yeah, we're going to be talking about that and a whole bunch more once I get the.
If you talk about anything Ghost Rider without me, I will smack you upside the face.
I will probably not be
because I am the biggest Ghost Rider fan in Montreal.
Yeah, I know it's the same kind of thing with Nelson. I can't do a Venom episode without having.
We would do a Deadpool without you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, okay, technically I did do a Deadpool without you with X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Oh, that's fine. That you have every right to leave me as far away as possible from that version of Deadpool. Except for Ryan Reynolds, the part where his mouth was actually...
Okay.
Was cool.
People are dead.
You want a manicure?
Apparently bloodless people looking at the swords.
Yeah. It was cool.
And
this was fun.
We're gonna leave you all out on
leaving this going.
Deadpool, Wade Wilson can speak Nigerian. Let that sink in.
Boy.